Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about foundations, everything foundations for oily skin. If you guys do not know, I have oily skin myself. I'm super oily on my T-zone and combination around the rest of my face. So I consider to be combination oily skin, but this video is going to be dedicated all on my top favorite foundations for oily skin and what I think about them and all of that good stuff. I'm also going to be having a video dedicated for dry skin girls as well, because here on YouTube we have everything: dry skin, combination, oily, normal, everything. So I want to have everything kind of mixed in my channel, kind of have videos for every skin type. And because I love foundation so much and I love to try makeup all the time, that's why I'm going to be having videos for all different skin types here on my channel. So yeah, make sure to hit the subscription button for more videos, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for more foundation talks with me. That even make sense? Foundation talks with me? Isn't coffee life, you guys? Seriously, isn't coffee life? Because it's definitely my life, I swear. I feel like I love coffee so much, like. So for the first foundation that I want to talk about is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place foundation. I believe this foundation retails for like 40 bucks if I'm not mistaken. This foundation, you guys, if you guys live like in Miami where it's like so humid, or in Las Vegas which is like over 100 degrees, or if you sweat like a pig, holy crap, this is going to be your best friend. If you love full coverage foundations, this baby here is your go-to. Like, I really recommend this foundation for oily skin girl. For an oily skin girl, because it will make your makeup stay in place. It lasts a really long time. And let me tell you that it's what I've been using. I am in the shade 2N1 Desert Beige. This foundation is humid resistant. I believe it's like sweat proof, heat proof, and all of that proof. Like, this foundation is for a Vegas girl, I swear. Like, this has been my baby for like the past month. I stopped using it because it got kind of cold here in Vegas and my skin was a little bit like dry around but still oily on my T-zone. Now it's more combination, like it's more oily now because it's getting hotter here in Vegas. But foundation does not look cakey at all. It looks very natural on my skin. It's what I'm wearing now, so you guys can judge on your own. It's what I'm wearing now. It's what I've been wearing. I need to go buy another bottle because I've just been in love with this foundation. Like, it stays in place. It doesn't move anywhere. It's not transfer. It's transfer free. Like, it does not go anywhere. It does not emphasize my pores. It does not make me oily. It's just the perfect foundation, and it's not super matte to where like you look dried out. No, it's like the perfect foundation for a combination skin girl. So you need this in your life. If you haven't tried it, I suggest you go get a sample right now. This one that I want to talk about, and I feel like this foundation, even like dry skin girls can use it, but I'm going to talk about it just because it's meant for oily skin, and I've tried it before as well. And it's the Matte and Poreless Fit Me. Now, I have huge pores. Like, I have huge pores around my nose and I have a lot of redness. Foundations tend to like wash out around my nose and cheek area. This foundation, it says it's too normal to oily skin, and I do think so. Now, the thing with this foundation is that it does not last as long as my Estee Lauder Double Wear, so I still like it if I'm gonna go like run errands or to the gym, or if I just want very light coverage, because it's not full coverage. I don't think this is full coverage. I feel like it's light to medium buildable coverage, but I don't feel like it's full coverage at all. This is a very natural seamless finish. I do feel like it refines my pores, and it's supposed to be mattifying, but I don't really find it to be matte, like very mattifying. I don't find it to be that. I feel like it's more of a like a satin matte finish, and I do get oily after like 5 to 6 hours. So that's why I do say this is more for like running errands, or like if you're on the go and you just want like minimal coverage. I feel like this is really good for that. if you are a combination and like normal around or even dry, I feel like this would be good for even dry skin girls. So the thing with this one is that it just does not last a really long time on me, and it's not full coverage how I like my foundations to be. Like, I'm a full coverage girl, but it's still really good and affordable foundation. Next foundation that I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Lock It foundation. I feel like if you love full coverage foundations, like full coverage, this is yours. This is going to be your ride or die right here. This foundation is full coverage. It's supposed to last 24 hours. Now, let me tell you guys a story about the Estee Lauder Double Wear before I move on. I tried both of them. The Estee Lauder Double Wear, I do tend to use this one when I'm going to go out and party. And usually when I come home drunk, you know, or whatever, like, I sleep with my makeup on. I don't take it off. I sleep with my makeup on, and I did notice the last time that I went out is that I came back home, I slept with my makeup on, and in the morning when I woke up, my face was, like, my foundation was, it was like spotless. It looked very, very, very good. So the Estee Lauder Double Wear, if you want something to be on like for a really long time at night, I feel like Estee Lauder Double Wear. The Kat Von D Lock It foundation, I feel like it's it's too heavy for me, but if you're like a really, really oily skin girl, I feel like you're gonna love this. I do see that this leaves me a little more cakey, like you can actually tell that you're wearing makeup with this one rather than the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but I feel like they're very, very similar. Although in my opinion, I prefer the Estee Lauder Double Wear because it leaves me more of a natural finish and it doesn't look as cakey as the Kat Von D. Although they're both very full coverage and they do last a really, really long time. Another foundation that I want to talk about that is waterproof foundation is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Foundation. This foundation is supposed to last 24 hours. What I did not like about this is that it oxidizes really, really bad. But if you get to find your really, really, like a really nice shade, just make sure it's lighter than what you actually are. Coverage, it's supposed to be matte finish and it is matte. Now, I am combination and this is too matte for me. Way too matte. Like, it separates around my face, like it separates completely. It emphasizes my pores really, really bad. This foundation, I did not like it at all. I hate it. Maybe I'll give it a try in a couple more months where it's like really, really hot here in Vegas, but right now, if you're like extremely oily, I do recommend it. And if you like really intense, like full coverage foundations, this is really, really good. Now, I feel like the Kat Von D and the All Nighter are very similar in the finish, but they both look cakey, but I feel like this one is a lot more matte. So the All Nighter is a lot more matte and it emphasizes like every imperfection in your face. For myself, it did not work out. Maybe you can grab a sample and maybe it works out for you, but to be very, very honest, out of the two, I recommend this one, and out of this one and the Estee Lauder Double Wear, the Estee Lauder Double Wear, of course. It's the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Hydrating Foundation. I feel like this is also oil-free, and I feel like if you're normal, like a normal skin girl to combination, I feel like you're really gonna like this. Like, it's supposed to be a hydrating foundation, but to me, it's more like a demi-matte finish. Like, it's not super, super matte flat, but it's not dewy, if you know what I mean. Like, it's in between, but it's more to the matte side than to the dewy side. Did I explain that right? Hopefully I did. This is supposed to be 15 hours. I do find that it lasts a really long time. This gives me a very natural, full coverage look. I feel like it is medium coverage. It's not as full coverage as the Kat Von D or the Estee Lauder, but you can build it and it will give you full coverage. I just feel like it gives you such a natural finish and it keeps my oil in place. I do set this with a powder though, but it doesn't get me oily. And I want to talk about is an amazing drugstore foundation. If you are on a budget and you are an oily skin girl, I feel like this foundation is your baby right here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. It says it's a demi matte finish. It's supposed to be 24 hours and it's oil-free, air light. Now this foundation, you guys, it reminds me a lot of the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I find like they're very, very similar. They give you a full coverage. They're matte, but they're not drying, if you know what I mean. Like, they're matte, but they're not super flat matte to where like you can't even feel your face. Like it feels really natural and it gives you that coverage. And your oils, like your oil, like you're not even gonna see oil to that point. I don't even have to set my face with this foundation because it gives me such a nice finish. It says it's supposed to last 24 hours and I feel like it do lasts a really long time in my face. Now this is like my third bottle. Yeah, this is like my third bottle. I have another one somewhere over there, but this is such a good foundation for like this is like a must-have in your collection if you're an oily skin girl. Like, emphasize my pores, and I have huge pores. Like, it covers my redness real good and it doesn't budge and it doesn't go anywhere. The problem with most foundations that I have is that around my nose area and my cheek area, like, they're gone within 2 hours of me having the foundation. Like, I have no foundation on my nose or on my cheeks. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I've tried everything. I've tried every primer, and it's only certain foundations that will stay in place. For example, the Estee Lauder Double Wear, that is my ride or die right now. Dry skin girl, stay tuned for my top foundations for dry skin, because the dewy version of this one is going to be on that video. That was it for today's my favorite foundations for oily skin, or the foundations that I think would be great for oily skin. Now, that was it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you guys have more suggestions on videos, make sure to leave it in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll be part of my YouTube family, and I will see you guys in my next one.